You're watching an Involve Me tutorial on how to share and embed Involve Me content directly on your website using a pop-up. What this essentially means is that once you have published your project, you can access the embed code that allows you to add your Involve Me project to any page of your choice on your website. And now let's take a look together on how we can actually set this up. As you can see on your screen right now, you have several options when it comes to sharing your project. However, in this video, we'll specifically focus on the embedding and the pop-ups. So we are assuming that you've already created your project. As you can see here, I have it titled as Feedback Survey Pop-up. And then in the top bar, I go to Share and Embed, and this is the screen that I'm met with. And once I click on, for example, Pop-up, I am going to be taken to the Embed Options screen. And when I choose this option, you can see that it is selected right here with the green check mark. I can then launch the pop-up, and I can actually see how it would behave for a user when they would launch the pop-up. And then under customization, I have plenty of options to explore to make sure that my pop-up matches exactly what I want to do with it. So let's take a look at it. You can either show the pop-up on the button click, which is exactly what we did just now, or you could, for example, have it on a page load. This means that as soon as the page would load, the pop-up would show automatically without me having to click anything. Another very popular option is on exit intent. As the dialog option tells me, once I move my cursor out of the browser window, the pop-up will open. So you can watch my cursor here, and I will move it away right here, and then the pop-up will open just like that. Then you could also, of course, select the pop-up size. Currently, by default, it's set to medium, but you could have it in a mini way, so very, very small, or you could, of course, have it large, so it takes up pretty much the whole screen. You could then also choose to close the pop-up upon completion, so the user doesn't have to exit from it manually, but it will happen automatically. And then you can also set the delay after which it happens. And the same thing goes with hide once viewed, so here you can also set a time limit of how long the user will not see the pop-up once they viewed it once. And this is done so that the end user is not bombarded with the pop-up every time they show up on the page, in case that's what you want to do. Or alternatively, you can stop showing it once it is completed. So as soon as your audience member completes the form once, you can select, for example, indefinite, so once they complete it once, they will not see it again. And then at the very bottom, this is something we talked about at the very start, here is where you can get the embed code that is specifically made according to the settings that you just chose here under the customization options. And also don't forget to scroll a little bit down, because here you can see the loading background color. So you can have it match your project. I think my project is a little bit orange. I don't think I'll nail the color, but just so you have the idea. So just like that, the loading color behind it wasn't white, but it was orange. So you really have a lot of customization options when it comes to setting up your pop-ups. Another very interesting option to explore is that you can choose to have your Involve Me project embedded as a chat button. When you choose this option, a chat button that you can see here in the bottom right corner of the mock page will be placed on your website. And once I click the chat button, it will behave as a pop-up. And once again, you have plenty of customization options, such as the icon that you want your chat button to appear as. So you can see that changes with whatever I click on under the icon. You can change the size, of course. You can change the color. And then you have the same options as you did with the pop-up. So close upon completion, hide once viewed, stop showing once completed, and the loading background color. Furthermore, you can choose to have your form show up as a side panel. So as you can see, this is just another way to do a pop-up, but from a side this time. Then you can also do a full page, of course. And this is, of course, not a pop-up, but this is embedded. So here, the only customization option that you have is the loading background color. Or you could, for example, have it as a side tab. Here you can, again, choose your icon and even the button text. So, for example, open form. And as you can see, it updates. And then if I click on the side tab, it just rolls out. And here is my survey. And there you have a few other options. So for example, now we had on the side label click, but it could also open automatically, for example, after a certain time delay. And you can set up how long the time delay is. So for example, 3 seconds. And then once I load my page, after 3 seconds, the pop-up or the side tab will emerge from the side. And of course, once again, once you are satisfied with your design, you simply go and get the embed code, copy the code, and you're good to go. Another very useful feature is that you can also preview the embed options on a phone. Here's how it would look like on a phone or on a tablet. And you can see exactly how the different pop-ups and how your form would behave on different types of devices. What is important to note is that the button itself is not embedded. Instead, it is an HTML element in your website. Therefore, it is not possible to control the appearance from your InvolveMe interface. However, you can customize this button with CSS in one of the following ways. You can either add a style attribute with any CSS that you want, or you can add global CSS on the website for .involveme_popup. I'll put it on the screen right now as well, which is the class name of the button. Also, please make sure to not remove anything from the embed code, as everything that is included in it is necessary in order for the embed to work. Lastly, if by any chance you're unable to use our pop-up options, other alternatives include using the embed code of your InvolveMe project and adding it inside of your own pop-up, or most website builders have pop-ups natively, so you can install plugins for pop-ups. Then you can add the code as content of the pop-up if inserting HTML or JavaScript code is a possibility. And that's it. Just like that, you know how to embed your InvolveMe project as a pop-up and customize it according to your needs. For more support, go to help.involve.me. And good luck getting involved!